prayer works. You have to believe in prayer. If you don't believe in prayer, you don't have a hope in the world of making nothing of your life. And then my part is, me being a drug addict, I get to the point I'm so down on myself, I don't even have the willpower to pray. But in the back of my mind, I know there's people out there praying for me. Mm-hmm. You see, and that's the funny part about faith. When you can't pray for you, somebody else will.
What does it mean to be poor? What does it mean to be a refugee? What does it mean to lose your home? To lose your health? To lose your livelihood? To lose your family? To lose your dignity? To lose your mind? To lose all hope? What does it mean to be poor in spirit? For a growing number of people in our community, to be poor is to be forgotten, completely forgotten, to be a total stranger everywhere you go, to be mocked, to be overlooked, to be humiliated, to be forsaken.
For most homeless people, you can't really go anywhere without watching your back or have somebody watch your back for you. And these are dangerous times. I mean, I'm not going to say what the numbers are on this and that, but I'm going to say that's important. When you find somewhere you can go where everybody is trying to help you and you sincerely feel it, then that's the place you need to be.
Homeless families, men, women, and children, senior citizens and infants, the seriously mentally ill, alcoholics and drug addicts, the physically disabled, the emotionally wounded, the spiritually imperiled, people who have suffered a sudden catastrophe, people whose whole lives seem to be made of one catastrophe after another, people from whom the world turns its eyes away. How can someone who has lost everything begin to hope again for anything? How can someone who is forgotten begin to believe that God remembers him? Lamb Center Director Steve Schlossberg.
In 1992, Truro Episcopal Church had a vision to love those in their parish that they weren't seeing in church. And so they found a little place over a pawn shop on Lee Highway. And then they found a man named Jim Barnes who had a gift for loving people. And that was how the Lamb Center started. Today, the Lamb Center is the ministry of 20 local churches, and new things are springing up all over the place here. And we're offering services that we wouldn't have dreamed of even just a few months ago. But the very simple mission that started the place remains unchanged: to love those who remain unloved, to know those who are otherwise unknown, to meet them just where they are, and to discover with them the love of Jesus Christ.
A schedule of daily prayers and Bible studies, a telephone and a place where you can receive mail and messages, where you can keep your few possessions for a few weeks while you look for a job, a shower and a haircut, medical attention, mental health services, healing prayer, a place where homeless children receive after-school tutoring, a place where local pastors offer prayer services, a place where people listen, a laundry, a table, a sanctuary, a place to begin life over again. Operated by a paid staff of 3, the Lamb Center is the ministry of roughly 60 volunteers from our churches who meet our guests on behalf of the church, people who are deeply wounded and able to trust no one. They meet our guests with love. In love, they begin to pursue a whole, healthy relationship with every soul that God brings to our door. They share the good news of Jesus Christ in word and deed with those who know too little of real hope, real warmth, real love. And when these things are shared, things begin to change.
Mo been arrested a lot. Mo been in jail. Mo been drinking. Mo have done so many things because of the name. There's like, I really dirty that name up. So when you kind of take Robert with Mo, it's two different people on two different sides of the street.
How has the Lamb Center changed you from what you were into what you are?
The Lamb Center is probably in the middle of that. In the middle of that street is the Lamb Center.
For some souls, it seems to take very little.
They feed us, they give us clean shower, clean place, and let us make phone calls. They're very kind and giving. Thank you.
For others, it will take nothing less than a miracle.
But I know sometimes I do wrong, because I said, this junk got to stop. This drinking is killing me.
For every one of us, it takes the grace of God. And for those who are forgotten, it first of all takes being remembered, to be known by name, to be heard, to be loved.
They do it in a loving way. They don't scold, and they don't criticize, and they don't call me retarded or crazy. I never hear the word crazy.
A hungry man needs bread, but much more than that, he needs someone who will break bread with him. At the Lamb Center, the churches in our community break bread with those whom the world has forgotten. We share a bit of food and a clean table, a warm refuge, a listening ear. We share our faith. And somewhere along the line, we discovered we shared something else, a poverty of spirit. Somewhere along the line, we discovered how very rich our guests are and how dearly we need them, because we too are poor and needy. We are desperately poor and needy, and our guests have fed us. They feed us with their faith, with their deep humility, with their burning hope, with their breathtaking generosity, and their heartbreaking prayers. Our guests have fed us. Our guests have led us over and over again to the foot of the cross. We have needed over and over again to be led there. Together we have discovered our real needs.
Dear Heavenly Father,
Together we have turned to God to supply them.
thank you for this.
And together we have discovered ourselves changed by the love of Christ.
I love this place. I got a good family here. They can tell me from right from wrong. They know.
I'm not saying the problems all have alleviated. I'm making millions of dollars. But I'm saying if I look back right now to 6 months ago, it's a big difference. Big difference.